Time permitting, we're going to try to get Chef Kiki up here. Just a round of applause for Chef Kiki. She doesn't know that yet. The flan queen. And we're going to turn on over to our special musical guest, Lorenzo and friends. Take it away, Lorenzo, and all your friends here in Almani tonight. All right. I think I'm liking Lorenzo and his friends more and more. That's pretty good, man. I hate to see what happens if we become enemies. Anyway, no, they're really good, and we really appreciate you guys coming on the show. Just a quick announcement: we had a Arbor Day celebration in the beautiful city of Monte, California, and we're going to show you that footage this week in its entirety because we are officially the tree city of the United States, which I didn't even know that. Did you know that, Rick? You know that? You should have told me. But anyway, they planted a tree today, so just keep that in mind. If you see that tree, leave it alone. All right. Also coming up, Saturday, March 22nd at Suite 88 Bar and Lounge, we have Mr. Gilbert Stokes, friend of the family and all-around good guy with an appetite like you wouldn't believe. And you want to be there. It's at 1062 East Las Tunas Drive in San Gabriel, California. So you want to go check out Gilbert, support the local team. Want to thank Mr. Joey Duran from Manuel's Original El Tepeyac Cafe over at Crossroads Parkway, City of Industry. They donated food to help all these lovely people that wanted to have something to munch on. And he's one of our good buddies and a very strong supporter. And by the way, let you know, we'll be doing a special episode of El Mai tonight at the restaurant. live. We're going to be streaming it, so stay tuned for that. Okay, we got so many announcements here. We got Power Play. We got the Monte South Tamani. Is that happening? Thursday, March 27th, 2014, 5 to 8 p.m. at the Grace Black Auditorium, 3130 Tyler Avenue. It is called Chamber of Commerce, featuring the taste of our Chamber of Commerce. What do you think, Joe? You never tasted a Chamber of Commerce, huh? It's pretty good, man. It's very good. It's very good. You know. And this was one of my favorites. This is April 5th. Remember, karaoke kills. Okay? And they're doing a fundraiser for our good people at the Hope House, which deals with disabled people. And they're having a silent auction. You want to contact them. They're going to be at 402 South Myrtle Avenue, Monrovia, California. And you want to call our good friend Julie Travis, 626-443-1313. And we got some more we're going to be talking about. Plus, we got to announce Joe's going to be having a concert, though. Everybody, Joe Bataan. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. They always say Latin legends, but every time I go to those events, he's the only legend I see. The rest of the guys, I can see him. We're going to see Ray Carrion tonight. Tonight's his birthday, and I see him every week. So, you know. But you got this. Let's see. What is it? It's Stingers? That's where you're going right now, huh?
Yeah, that's San Bernardino.
Yeah, 194 West Club, Center Drive, San Bernardino, California. So you're going to get a chance to see that. And that's Joe Bataan happening. And then you have the Azalea Classic Car Club. And that's over there in Southgate, right? Southgate. That's his hometown. Every place he goes, it's his hometown. Nobody's going to turn you away. Gee, you know. You can tell Joe's happy because he had some manual special. You can't get that in New York, man. This burrito, it's humongous. Kiki's flan, that's the sugar rush. Oh, Chef Kiki. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so you want to go check them out. That's going to be happening tomorrow, right? Sunday, actually. Sunday, March 23rd, and that's from 10 a.m.
We're going to have church that Sunday. Those that can't go to church,
Oh, you're going to have
come to the golf course, and we're going to pray for them.
Beautiful, man. I should send a few people in here. No, I love you guys, man. Seriously. But yeah, no. So they're gonna have a lot of classic cars. They're gonna have bombs. They're gonna have it's a total car show, right? So it's gonna be happening.
My car, that's my car.
No, yeah, no. A lot of people don't know. See, behind us, I don't know if we can get a shot of that. We're gonna ask Miss Yvonne on the Magic Cam. But I brought my own albums today, and I got to make sure I hang on to it because my brother's in the audience. I want to make sure we got them. But this has been my pride and joy collection because as a young lad, when I used to play trumpet, Joe Bataan was my idol. I loved listening to him and all your music, man. It got us going, and he looks the same. Take a look.
Thank you.
Yeah, all square and flat.
Oh, funny guy. We're going to take it to New York.
Yeah. Yeah, rough me up. Take me to New York. There you
No,
go.
we'll take you on the subway.
Uh-oh. Hey, I'll take you on the freeway. That'll teach you a lesson. And if you ever find your way back, good luck. But no, this is some beautiful, beautiful albums. I love your music. The rest are in the front here, I believe, right? They're still out there? Yeah. And I remember Gypsy Woman. My brother was nice enough to turn me on to that song when it first came out, and I was hooked. I mean, I used to read all your liner notes and, always imagine what it'd be like, and like I said, I think you've touched a lot of people's lives. And, I really appreciate what you've done, and you're a good spiritual man. Bless you for that.
All the big boss.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, City Hall's after me, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know it is. I know you're talking about the man upstairs, But, you've done so well. I mean, I need to ask this. What got you started? What got you started in the business? I mean, because all of a sudden, you could have done anything. You could have been a used car salesman. I don't know.
It's true. No, that's very true. It was the aggression that I had in my life.
Right.
I guess growing up the way we did, like most kids that don't have a lot, you aspire to do greater things. And I was no different. I wanted to do something with my life. So that's probably what saved me, and the Spirit of the Lord, because He was guiding me all along, even when I was lost. He said, He'd bring me back home, and He's allowed me to come back time and time again. So when you thought that Joe Bataan was dead and he wasn't doing anything, because there were a lot of rumors like that, Joe Bataan comes back out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like my career, too. They always say, it's over, man. He's done. He's toast.
It's over, yeah.
Well, that's great. You're the comeback kid, then. You're the original.
Definitely. My daughter says, Dad, he says, when everybody's retiring and taking it easy, he looks like you're starting again. I said,
Now you're still fresh, you know. And I think and those people that get a chance to see Joe, his voice, he hasn't lost a step. And it's so beautiful. And we're going to be running a clip because we were very blessed to videotape him over at a special episode they did at the Quiet Canyon in Monte. And we'll run that in just a few. And if we're lucky, Joe said he'll delight us with maybe a song.
Oh,
See that? But I didn't want to sing for his supper. See, that's what I was afraid of. You know, once we filled him up, he's not going to hit those notes any longer. That was it.
I hint they always anyway, so it's not for you.
Oh, thank you. That's what they always. That's what my two ex-wives said. It's for the gente, not for you. But that's so great. So, yeah, I know you have the concerts to this weekend, and you're going to be coming back in May. Is that what it is?
Well, May I'll be going to Fresno.
Okay.
We're doing the Chicano Legends there. Then I'll go to Sacramento. And I think we're going to stop at a Victory Outreach up there also.
Beautiful.
Every once in a while, if a church calls and asks me to come, we go because we like to save souls.
Right,
And
right.
get people to come back home. And it's a way of completing my mission. So
Sure.
wherever I go, I don't leave that place without doing the Lord's Prayer because it has to be done.
Let's get a round of applause for that, man. This man's really, he's on top of his game. That is so cool. You know what? I always love looking at your albums because I always try to figure out what inspires you to do these different sets. You've done like, 50 versions of Ordinary Guy. Every version you could find, you know.
true.
I'm still waiting for the reggae one.
Yeah.
But you've done it all. Thank God you didn't do the rap one. You know. Like, I got a good friend, Brenton Wood, did that, boy. Anyway, I don't know what they told him. But, and I love, like, Mr. New York and the East Side Kids, and I love that picture, it's always a classic. In fact, I think I have a rendition of that. St. Lance Day Massacre. That was always a good one, man. You're right there, ahead of your time, man. Seriously, ahead of your time, man. The Afro-Filipino, we got South Soul, of course, the anthology album, Singing Some Soul. What I love is My Cloud. I love the original version.
Okay, that's the cha-cha.
Yeah, the cha-cha, because a lot of people don't know that there was an original version. A lot of the younger kids, they get into like the slow ballad, kind of oldie sounding. But I guess I always, I love the cha-cha.
Well, that was always been part of my style because what I didn't have in musical training, I had in ideas. So I said, why waste a good lyric when you could do it other ways? And so maybe it didn't catch on this way, so try it another way, and it happened. Because My Cloud was done many years ago, and then it caught on fire here in California, and the rest is history.
Well, a lot of things catch on fire in California. we get them. Yeah, that's right. Usually about this time of year, but you never know. But no, it's really beautiful. Are you ever going to do that version again? I mean, I know in the concerts you want to go with what's the popular.
You never know. What you get inspired with. Of course, when you get older, you know that.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Okay, welcome to the Joe Bataan show, folks.
But
Stay tuned.
You're not as aggressive as you were when you were a young kid, and things that you dream about, inspired. Then you get tied down, and then it's always like you're the chauffeur in the house. You got to wash the clothes, so you don't have time to create anymore. So I have to do mine in between when everybody's asleep, right? And that doesn't give you much time because I wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning when everything's quiet. That's the only time I have a peaceful day. Like from 3 in the morning to 7. After that, it's bundle up, get the kids, go do this. There's no milk in the refrigerator. You got to do this. So you be retired, it looks like you work more than when you were working.
No, that's true. And for those people, send the milk to Mr. Joe Bataan because the refrigerator is empty. Keep that in mind. So go to his concert, okay, and tell all your friends. I'm bringing milk. First 500 people that bring milk. It'll be good, man. That's so beautiful. We're gonna go with some B-roll right now. I believe we have Gypsy Woman, and are we ready there in the out of control room? It's always a mystery, It's always suspense. Are we good back there, Carla? Okay, let's go. by the magic of video. And I tell you, man, that was so good. Let me do a real quick announcement because that's how we don't pay our bills here. It is Saturday, March 29th, our March Movement of Health here in beautiful Monte, California. At 8 a.m., yoga with Ruby Rose Sanchez, another friend of our studio. 9:15 a.m., power walking with the City of El Monte staff. So now's your chance to be chasing around the city council. Okay, here it is. It's going to be at our Sale Park, 3125 North Tyler Avenue, El Monte, California. For further information, contact them at 626-580-2210. Okay, so get involved, get healthy. You'll live a long time. You'll be like Joe Bataan, living forever. Joe knows it, huh, Joe? You just, man, this got energy to burn. That's what I was telling him when we were on watching the clip. I mean, where do you get the energy from doing stuff like that?
People don't know the other side. There's always two sides. I'm crippled the next 3 days. So it takes me that whole week to get back in shape. You know, so.
That's amazing. Right? What do you do to get in shape besides going and buy milk at the store?
Well, I sleep the rest of the year.
Walked right into that one, folks. Okay. Send those cards and letters too. No, but it's just really awesome on doing that. You know, I was thinking about the other, I Wish You Love. That was my mom, God rest her soul, she's watching from heaven. She used to love that because I used to play along with it in the trumpet when I was young. And she would come singing it, coming down the hallway, because, you know, it's a classic, it's a standard, right? And the version you did was so beautiful, and especially when it breaks into like a faster tempo. I think a lot of people, I don't know if they get a chance to hear it. I think I've only heard you play it once.
No, they've heard it. What it is that California was very special to a lot of songs that Joe Bataan did. And a lot of these songs weren't popular in the East.
Right.
You see, but when it came here and I brought the albums, I sort of like dumped off the St. Martin's Day Massacre at the Mission all the way down to Watts. And all of a sudden I come back 20 years and everybody's playing the songs. So I couldn't understand it. They said, Joe, they've been looking for you. People thought that you were dead. And
well,
you
we don't have many albums out here. That's what it was. You know, so
yeah,
when
well, you know.
they pass those albums around, they really get their money's worth out there.
So, you know.
Well, that's okay. You know, I always remember, and this was in 2006. You were at the Santa Fe Springs Swap Meet.
Okay, I remember that.
And you came, and let me tell you, this is honest. This was once in a lifetime, you know, and it can only happen, you know, with my channel. Our battery ran out, but he was out there. He got the mic. Okay, we're at Santa Fe Springs. Okay, and you started doing what is Special Girl, but you call it Chicana Lady now. Okay. He got off the stage, took the mic, started walking. It was a wireless mic, right? He was going through the crowd, and he started like a conga line, and everybody started going. He goes out the gate. He comes back with 200 people. Seriously. He brought everybody back there. You can still see them with their bags, and you know, they bought their socks and everything, and they're jamming with Joe, you know. And I've never seen that. All the times I've gone to a swap meet, and I've been doing this for myself. I've been doing like 25 years. Never seen that ever happen. People doing that.
Those are special moments.
Oh, that was on top of, that was off the chart. That was off the chart. That was amazing. And I'll never forget that because a friend of mine, the lady friend that I was with at the time, she got jumped off stage. She went over there. She went running around with you guys. Were just going out the door. She was like the third one in line.
Wow. Okay.
And I was like, looking at
I remember.
yeah. And I was looking at her go, amazing, man. I could not believe somebody could move a crowd that much. I mean, it was powerful. Seriously, very, very powerful. I mean,
Well, that reminds me not to take your spot.
no, you will.
Did you Did you see the moment at the Honda Center
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
with the cell phone lights?
oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I remember.
That'll never be recaptured.
No. That was like, you know, and it's a lot safer. You know, instead of the lighters that we used to use. Many people lost their mustaches in those episodes, including yours truly. Anyway, we're gonna turn on over to Lorenzo and his friends, and they're gonna take us away real quick, and we'll come back with a little bit more Joe action, and of course, I want people can enjoy Subway Joe. Which is Right. You guys aren't half bad, man. You should do this for a living. Seriously. They're really good, man. Grow up to be,
When you bust the table.
yeah, wait, no. You can grow up to be just like Joe Bataan.
So you're not paying them?
No, of course not. They only get food. Yeah, they get burritos. We feed them burritos around here. Yeah. And it's not a stereotype, folks. They actually do live on burritos. We got Gilbert Stokes, formerly of El Chicano in the audience, a friend of the family, and he lives on manuals, right? I know. Literally on manuals, yeah. So, let me tell you, this is just really so exciting about having you on the show. We've been trying to get you for years to come on there in my old show, Eastside Primetime in East LA, but it just seems like our schedule's never been able to match up for that. So, are there any new Joe Bataan albums coming out?
Yes. been working on it for about 7 years.
Oh, is that all? The short version, huh?
Yeah, things get a lot slower as you get older. And I got to put in maybe three different songs. What happens is that when you start recording, you think everything that you do at first is on the point.
Right.
So after a while, after you're waiting so long, the stuff starts getting old. And then you got to go back to the drawing board, throw that out and put something. So that's why it took me so long. 7 years. So now I'm trying to get a song like Happy.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
I need that kind of money.
Hey, who doesn't, man? We're actually gonna be using that as a bumper for our channel now. We're gonna do an Almani version.
But then you got to get me to dance to it.
Oh, we'd love to have you come on dance. After you wake up 3 days later, because we want to make sure that you're on point on that. But like I said, I love all the songs you do. Subway Joe was just a very special song for me because we have subways now for what it's worth. Nothing like what you have in New York, I'm sure. But it was just kind of stirred the imagination because it's such a violent song. As I mentioned, going on the break, and I always pictured it, and I always wanted to film that. I always, as a filmmaker, I always wanted to do that episode because I always used to see the movie going on in my head.
You must spend ahead of your time because they made a video out of it.
Did they? Good.
They did, well, it's probably out of print now, but it was Parallel Driver.
Oh, okay.
So they won the video games.
Right.
England, and they did that. So you were close.
No, well, we tried our best. It only took me 20 years. So we're trying very hard out here to do that. But yeah, that was, like I said, it was a very, very wonderful song. I mean, you've come up with so many wonderful songs that the one I remember, you were just warming up over at the Quiet Cannon, and you did that song, and I remember you were surprised I knew the lyrics.
Is that the opera?
Is that what it was called?
I think so. Yeah, my opera.
Yeah, My Opera. That's right. Yeah, and I was, because outside of your album, I've never heard you perform it.
I haven't done it.
And I don't know why. It's a beautiful song. It's a very beautiful song.
I think so too.
It's got a good melody, and
I think I'm gonna put it in the repertoire.
I think you should. Because like I said, a lot of people, you'd be surprised. A lot of people could identify with something similar, Sacrifice, because that's what it is. It's a song of sacrifice.
What it is. Originally when I composed that song, I had to put myself in that mood. I had done all different types of songs, and I try to stay away from the word love.
Right.
So I try to project love in different words and mannerisms. So when I did the opera, I had to pretend that I was blind and that I had lost my family. I ended up in an asylum,
Yeah, like my studio.
Yeah. And then the rest was that he was locked up for all those years and he never got to meet his children because he took the weight for his mother who was blind and couldn't take care of those 9 kids.
Right.
That really had to take me into another level. I got another song like that that's going to be released called The Drug Story.
Beautiful.
And The Drug Story is about a person that was using drugs that died. And he dies exactly 3 minutes, and it's called 3 Minutes to Hell. And the song ends at exactly 3 minutes when a fly is circling his head and he can't reach the phone to get help. So stay tuned.
Oh, wow. Let's a round of applause, man. Joe gets deep on me. Joe getting deep. Man, I gotta give him more flan.
More fly, yeah.
Because more Chef Kiki flan because they made him deep. He's really deep, And no, that's awesome. I mean, I guess that's what I think was most important about your music. It touches people's lives, but it also has a lot of depth and a lot of symbolism to it. And I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I didn't know for a long time until somebody wrote me and said, well, he's our neighborhood street singer.
Yeah. Well, that's what you did. Under the Street Lamp. You performed it with the original singer that time over at the Riverside Auditorium.
Yeah.
And
Conway.
and it was and that was a classic because I used to have a friend Bobby, and God rest his soul, he's passed on since. But we weren't doing doo-wop or anything, but we would hang out, as I'm sure all my brothers did in their own time. We would hang out under the street lamp, so to speak.
That's a lowrider song.
Yeah, well, that's their problem. But but we were like, because we didn't have all the fancy cars or anything. But a lot of times we'd hang out with our friends, and we'd speculate about our futures. And wonder where we're gonna be, where we're gonna be at. So as I said, you always have some. I'm trying to think of all your songs. There's so many, except that Raquel pinned them all up on my wall, so I can't get to them. But I was gonna go through them because you have so many beautiful songs on there that a lot of times people they think of like the number one song, the lead song going in there. You know the special girls, ordinary guys. But a lot of times you have like the second, third song on there. A lot of people don't get a chance to hear, and
No,
they're
that's true.
beautiful, and they're
Very
beautiful
true.
songs.
You know, there was a guy, I don't know if you remember, Ray Andrade,
Yeah, I
who
remember we
was
were talking about.
associate producer Chico the Man. And he invited me to come to California back in the 60s. And we had this conversation. He was telling me, Joe, you do this music, and then, my people, they love a lot of things. I said, yeah, why me? He says, because they like what you do. He says, look, they're Chicanos. I had never heard the word Chicano back in the 60s, right? So I said, well, could I be a Chicano? He said, hell no. He said,
Oh, gee.
he said, just be yourself. And I took his advice, and I have this love relationship with La Raza all these years. So people try to understand. I see a lot of acts that always come and they look at the audience and say, well, how come they're making such a fuss about this guy? Who is this guy, And it's because of that trip, that journey that I've taken with La Raza all through these years. It started from one person, it built into two, and then it went into the thousands. And a person described it very well to me. He says, we support our music, Joe. He says, we carry it on, so our kids take it from them and they give it to their kids and on. And that's why Joe Bataan is still around.
Oh man, a round of applause again. That's Joe. That's quintessential Joe right there, man. I tell you, that's just amazing, and that's true. It's all too true, because I found a lot of kids. I was a school teacher since 1995, before I started turned to this life of crime, and I had a lot of I worked with the high school kids, and I could mention your name or I play one of your songs, and they recognized it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And I'm talking about 17, 16-year-olds, and they knew this because their parents would listen to it, and so on and so forth, and I mean, it just like I said, and it was so inspirational to have that done. We used to give the kids assignments, and I put that in the background because like I said, it motivated me, and it was just really something really beautiful what you have, and that's what I'm saying. I just think I'm trying to think in my mind, some of the songs. What was the other one? Peace, Friendship, and Solidarity.
Oh yeah, that was a great story.
That was that. Yeah.
That's when I went to East Berlin behind the Iron Curtain.
Right.
With Angela Davis, and I was trying to be. They were trying to convince me not to go. They said, Joe, you go over there, you're gonna get ruined. They're gonna label you this and that. I said, come on, I want to go over there. I want to see for myself. And the greatest trip that I ever made was going to that third world country behind the red wall, whatever you want to call it back then, and seeing how people lived at that time when they didn't have the modern conveniences that we had. And when I got off the plane, everybody knew me, and I couldn't understand behind the Iron Curtain, right? And the first thing they came up was to touch my hair because I had a big afro.
Yeah, I remember your afro.
And in East Berlin, they never saw an afro before. So I was the first one to crack the Iron Curtain with an afro, So here was Joe Bataan, and then when they heard me sing, and then when I did this song, that I took it, and I actually asked them, how do you say this in German, Russian, Spanish, etc.? And I did that particular piece of the song, Peace, Friendship, and Solidarity in the 4 languages, and the rest was history.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, I was a freshman. I remember my roommate and I, we were living in the dorms, and I just got that album, and we would play that one over and over again, and it was like, a lot of people, you got to listen. You got to listen, folks. Seriously, you got to listen, pay attention, because the man brings a lot of information to the table, and it's just, like I said, there's so many elements. I know personally for myself, so many elements of your music touching at different times in my life. I can chronicle my own life through each one of these man's songs because each one moves at a different level, different speed, a different concept, a spirit, if you will. Mm-hmm. And those are, and they're just so beautiful. That's why we're going to get violent again. Let's go with Subway Joe. In the out control room, can we go to B-roll, please? And we'll do a little, at least about 5-6 minutes of Subway Joe, because this was a 10-minute version you did that day. short version. We did the 45.
Thank God.
Right up. No, because that's too much energy, and we're just trying to whet your appetite. Because we want you to go out there and support Joe, and help him with his groceries, to keep him going.
Thank
So,
you.
So, like I said, what's the future? I know you got an album coming up, but we're still going to be doing the concert series, or we're going to be setting up.
Well, you never know what's going to happen. Everything is in the big boss's hands, So we got a movie coming out in July, story about the Boogaloo.
It's not our Latin thing, is it?
No, we don't want to deal with them because they didn't pay any royalties.
Yeah, I know.
But we like it like that, and it's the true story, and it's a story that was they tried to eliminate. You see, all you hear from the Latin industry in the New York Sound was the Fania All-Stars and what happened here, but a lot of the story has been left out on purpose, and Joe Bataan is a big part of that story because they actually wanted to kill Joe Bataan off because I was a rebel and because I was organizing the musicians at a time when there wasn't health care, and I wanted to have musicians join together, band as a group. And of course that didn't work out. They went back and squealed on me, and of course they took my records off the radio, and I went and I was the first artist to ever leave Fania. So what did Joe Bataan do? I went and started my own record label. And so of course that was South Soul Records, and the rest was history with that.
Yeah, we always wondered. We never knew that that was going on. Do I have an intern here that's available to get Joe a bottle of water, please?
Water. Some tea.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, look, we got one right here. We got one here. There you go, Joe.
Okay. So kind of you.
Yeah, I can tell.
This is my brand? Okay.
That's my brand. No, don't tell me Joe has his own brand. Bataan water. You never know, man. But, yeah, no, we was wondering about that. And what about, I don't know if it's a sentimental spot, but what about Rafi Pagan?
That's my brother. Ralphie and I both came out here together. Of course, he stayed. He found a girlfriend. He settled down. This was home to him. Mm-hmm. And he actually, and I didn't know at the time, he would say, Joe, come on out. We can sing, We got a big audience over here. I said, yeah, we got a band. He said, don't worry, I got these guys that can play anything. I said, yeah, who are they? He said, the Midnighters. The Midnighters, okay. So for all those years, I didn't know I was playing with the Midnighters. Oh, so if you tell me that this guy started with the Midnighters first, that's not true. Joe Bataan was singing with the Midnighters. And I remember, because I don't remember the guys' names, but they were all shorter than me, so they had to be short.
You sure they were the Midnighters?
They were the Midnighters.
Okay,
they were the Midnighters, the original.
I know short, yeah. Little Willie G and a good friend of ours, Jimmy Espinosa, who's one of the friends of all our studios. He always comes around. But, yeah, so, a lot of people don't know that.
No, they used to back us up at the Fairmont, I think was it, the Fremont, one of those, the Palladium, the Pasta House. Yeah, all those places, they used to back us up.
Lopez, the Pasta House.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're going to try to do it here in El Monte. Now, I'm not telling tales out of school, but there's a rumor going around that they're going to try to set up like a performing arts complex here, music. Because we're renovating the area with homage to the old American Legion Stadium that used to be here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm thinking of doing that, so I'm trying to bring like some of the talent down here. Because, being as long as I've been with a lot of what we call the burrito circuit out there, I call them the usual suspects because they show up to all the same concerts, and in fact, we're going to be filming them tonight, Rocky Padilla and, and all these other guys. So we're hoping to bring them out here and have them perform here in El Monte because this is almost like a place where a lot of the music got its start. A lot of people got their start out here because
that's right.
I was interviewing Art LeBeau about a year ago, and he was talking about the fact that a lot of times the East Side bands would come over here because, we get in trouble out over there on the East Side. So we end up in El Monte, right? And they would go to the Legion Stadium, and hopefully, if we can negotiate, we're going to talk after, I'd like to maybe set up a concert here in El Monte with you.
That'd be
great.
What
do you guys think? Would you like to see him in El Monte? Because I think you'll pack him in. And I don't think the city's ever seen something, the phenomenon of Joe Bataan when he's performing. It's going to freak them out. They're going to faint. Because, it's like you're going to double the population.
Double the population.
Yeah, not to mention what your songs do to the couples after that. But we also increase the surface population. But yeah, like I said, it's just such a joy to have you on here. We got one more Joe Bataan, and he's gonna sing. Do you want to sing with him right now, Joe?
I can try.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Oh,
I can try. Okay, let's have Joe sing a number if he can do it. Still mic. Yvonne, could you help me with the microphone? Oh, you're still mic'd up.
I'm still mic'd up? Okay.
I've had people do that.
Oh, okay.
Backwards,
I thought you were trying to get rid of me.
No.
Okay.
Let's see if we get him a mic he can sing off.
Okay.
You can have mine. Give him mine. Here we go, mine, man. That'll be an honor. We'll retire this microphone after.
There we go. Let me see. Hello. You sure it's on?
Oh, yeah, it's on.
What are you doing this segment? Are we still running live?
We'll reach out over there and just send him.
Ooh, oh, I hear it now. Okay. How's everybody? All right.
Todd here on Monte tonight. Take it away, Joe.
Okay, I'm so surprised it's you because I don't know what we're going to do. Rick, you got anything there in the pocket? All right. Let's hit it. Sad girl, you look so sad. Did he break your heart? Gee, that's too bad. I guess now you see, oh, how love can be. Sad girl, forget that guy. Come on, let's smile now. Please won't you try? Get over yourself. Come on and find someone else. Open up your heart, girl. Make a set and make a brand new start. Please don't you cry. Just go out and find yourself another guy. Sad girl, you got to hold your head up high. Things are really gonna change, I know, as time goes by. Because that's the way love goes. Why don't wanna know, yeah. Everybody's somebody's fool. You're no exception to the rule. Play it cool, pretty baby, yeah. Everybody's gonna have a good time. Sit down and let me tell you a little story. It was back in the days when we were young. I don't know what's happening to guys nowadays. We used to carry girls' books to school. And that's the way we fell in love. You know, we didn't grab people by the collar and tell them, come on, you got to come my way. No. We were very gentle. And I think that was a time and an era that probably will never be replaced. Because often you would find Joe even singing to a girl, trying to make my way through. And I would say, you're driving me crazy. Oh, my darling, where you been? It seems oh so childish that I always count to 10. You don't seem to understand that I'm crazy just for you. Oh, baby. Baby, 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 I love you. Sad girl, sad girl, sad girl. Yeah.
Oh boy, everybody, that was so. How about some noise here, man? This is amazing. This is amazing. I tell you, I'm glad we all dressed in black. Now we can do it. We got the quintet. We're ready to go.
Dance, right?
Right, man. We'll do the funky chicken, as we said. You know, we used to know that, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, there's no hope for me now. We're gonna get you back on the couch real quick, Joe, and then we're gonna be finishing on up. Let's slide on over. They went that way. Let me get you going. This is almost semi-live television.
Okay.
So I'm gonna back around this way.
Let's see, where's my...
She's on camera. See, everybody have to double up because you know we're such a big budget operation here.
Here she goes.
I tell you. Oh, that was so good. I had to go make sure our sound was coming in sweet because you guys.
So I
sound
like
so
this.
good.
You know, what is it? Low budget TV?
Yes, this is no. It's called no budget TV. That's what it
No,
is.
no, what? It's the future of television.
That's right, man. You know, this is one cut above. You know, filming it out of your bathroom. That's right, man. You get what you pay for around here, folks. Let me tell you. But it was no, that's really good. That's what we pay off in flan around here. We have something called flan bucks here. You know, that we pay people. You cash them on in, you get all the flan you want. But I tell you, that's so good. No, that was really good. I mean, it was you know.
Actually, I was auditioning.
Were you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my own TV show.
Oh, look at it. Okay, folks, moving right along. Send those cards and letters to the Mr. Joe Bataan show here on beautiful El Monte. I could see that, man. It'll work. I tell you, that's so good. You know, we have a young lady. I want to bring her up here because we need a little bit of beauty on the show.
Okay.
And she works with Danny Oaxaca. Oh, you don't have to slide over.
Oh, it's
Go
all
that
right,
way.
okay.
Come that way. We're going to have Miss Norma Martinez. Give her a round of applause, please. Somebody's got to come out here and clip her up, though. That's why I see we're just, when we do a special show. Oh, look at that. All my volunteers.
Everybody wants to clip her up.
Yeah. I got to be careful what I say around here. Between Joe Bataan and Rick here, man, I have no hope here.
Oh, you're a funny guy.
We try. You think that's funny? You look at my paycheck. Anyway, that'll really make you laugh. You'll laugh so hard you'll cry like I do. But I tell you, man. No, but you know, like I said, this young lady, they work with a very good organization. Tell us a little bit about it, Norma, because you got Mr. Joe Bataan next to you, and you know gang's going to love that.
Pleasure, pleasure, and thank you for singing. Really feel,
Thank you.
You made her cry. Look at her.
Yeah.
She
I
saw
want
my
to get your
check. too.
autograph and a picture with you
Look
after.
at, there it
so.
is. There.
So yeah, my name is Norma Martinez. I work for an organization. It's a nonprofit organization called San Gabriel Valley Conservation Corps, and we are a youth program that we work with youth ages 16 up to 25. And we basically offer them an opportunity to get their high school diploma if they don't have one, and we also offer job training opportunities for our youth. So some of our job training opportunities are, for example, we teach them how to plant trees. Just like you were mentioning the Arbor Day, we were actually out there today.
Oh, is that you
helping
guys?
the students, yeah, we're helping them plant the trees. We teach them all types of environmental type of work. So they're learning how to plant trees, irrigation, landscaping, trails, how to build trails, how to maintain them. And then we also teach them about recycling and conservation. So I actually brought a recycle bin.
I know, I saw that. She saw
I
her.
wanted to show you.
She saw that we were very ghetto here, and all we had we had a plastic container there, you know, so we have a recycling box here.
Yeah,
that's
so
great.
basically this recycling box, we offer this boxes to businesses. So any offices, restaurants, bars, we do special events, anywhere we can collect the CRV beverage containers. So we get funded through the state to provide the service at no cost to businesses, and we put our youth to work doing it. So if anybody's interested, we could definitely set this up, and we provide you with the service on a weekly basis. And like I said, we put our youth to work and keep them busy.
That's good. See, because you got to keep them busy, otherwise they'll grow up to be another Joe Bataan.
Now we got to bring you to New York with that. You could save a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Keep
sure.
the young people busy, yeah. So that's basically what the conservation does. And we're located here in El Monte. and we service all of San Gabriel Valley. So we're always looking for any businesses that are willing to partner up with us and to be able to help our youth keep them employed. Because while they're in the program, they're actually being paid minimum wage, about 29 hours a week. So it's a really good opportunity for our youth because they're actually learning how to have a job. They're learning how to come to work on time, making sure that they're professional, have their shirts tucked in, providing that good customer service skills. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I have a new co-host now.
Yeah.
It's Joe Bataan
because
here.
it might get those kids interested in, Kiki got her own recipes of making flan and things like that. You might open up your own business. You never know.
Yeah.
It could be a distributorship.
Yeah, well, I used to work with Father Greg Boyle down here in L.A., Homeboy Industries. And they
Oh,
started,
right. I remember that, yeah.
and, we could do the
Be
same thing with flan.
surprised.
With the young lady and all the group over there, Danny Oaxaca, on doing
You'd
that.
be interested to know. I'm talking to Kiki about doing a Joe Bataan special, flan.
Uh-oh.
Name of the Joe Bataan, yeah.
Nice.
The way he's been behaving today, is it made out of ham?
Good one. Take him to New York, right?
Oh, there you go. He's still trying to drop out for New York right there. Yeah, Frisco, there you go. Well, no, definitely. Like I said, that's why I wanted you to meet Chef Kiki because, she has all this stuff. And the time she couldn't make it to Alpine Village, she had a special big order. So that's why I had you talk to her on the phone because I know she was so disappointed. She always wanted to meet you as well, out there. And I told her, wonderful man, great gentleman.
Well, we're playing Sunday and Saturday. We got a whole big band you could feed.
Yeah, see, there you go. You give them all give flan. Why not? We'll all make them look like Rick Reyes. Yeah, really. So Norma, about your program, is it just locked into like up to 25 years old?
Yes. So
Okay.
16 up to 25. So the adult program is 18 to 25 years old. So if they're interested in applying, all they have to do is just come into our office here on Cypress in Almonte and fill out an application.
Because I'm looking at my production assistants, and they were all like looking like, oh man, I missed the boat, Because they always thinking, man, that's work. I mean, for a lot of these kids,
It is,
give them
it
something to
is.
do,
Right.
Well, you should bring some of the flyers out to the concerts.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everybody be out there Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah,
You should see what's going on with that.
Hey, all the kids will be
Is
out
that
there.
doable, Chico? Yeah, man. They could do the recycle, man.
We could definitely do that, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Support Joe
you
Bataan
got
as
an
well.
invitation.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll open the doors, no problem.
put a nice little picture of Joe on the recycle bin right there. That's it.
Number one supporter.
And just how much for Joe?
Yeah, there you go. You'd be surprised, eh?
That is so great, man. Well, that's really awesome what you guys are doing. What's the phone number? How do people get a hold of you?
They can call 626-579-2484. That's our main office number. Or you can go on our website, www.sgbcorps.org. .org, yes.
Like, she's nervous. You didn't think you would be up here with Joe Bataan,
No, I
huh?
didn't.
I know Danny sabotaged her. I tried to get Danny to come up here.
Wait a minute. Think she's nervous? I'm nervous. My wife is watching.
Uh-oh.
It's a joke.
Is that why she has a chancla? She has a shoe in her hand, man. What's going on here, man? Let's go back to Subway Joe, Yeah, that is so awesome, though. But no, like I said, they do good stuff, and yeah, we can help them out. It'd be great, Joe, because like I said,
No, come on.
do
You
good
gotta help
stuff.
each other. Look, I did that type of work for 25 years.
Yeah,
I was a youth counselor, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worked in the prisons, and a lot of the help that you give those kids is their future. See, everybody deserves a second chance. And if I hadn't gotten a second chance, Joe Bataan wouldn't be here today.